Archangels, ghosts, and Bigfoot. Oh my. It's just another night for Supernatural Girls. Real stories, real answers to life's biggest supernatural mysteries. And now for another exciting interview with paranormal experts from this world and others. Here's your host, paranormal researcher Patricia Baker, on the one, the only Supernatural Girls.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of Supernatural Girls. I am your host, Patricia Baker, and I'm here with my beautiful, lovely co-host, PK, Miss Patricia.
How are you?
Very famous numerologist. So how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. If I wiggle a lot, don't pay any attention to it.
We'll ignore that.
Try to get comfortable in these chairs with this back, so get over it.
I know.
The most important thing for us to pay attention to is this is a 9-month. And whatever your personal year is this year, that is also what this month is for you. So it's kind of like a double header, whether you like it or not. So if you're not really sure, add your month and day of birth together, reduce it to a single digit. That will tell you what month you're in.
Very good.
That way you get a chance to figure out what's what. It is, what can you say? A 9 is ending. The 9 year is wrapping up stuff, getting rid of all this good stuff that we've been dealing with on and off all year. Some of us have had a nice time. I wasn't one of them, but it's okay.
Survived, and here you are.
Yeah, surprise. But the nicest part is that this month, when you think about it, the month and the year are identical. So everything we're dealing with is double digit, if you will, because we're dealing with the same things, but it's giving us a chance to get rid of some things to make way for the new. Next month, we will have a lot of good stuff to talk about, but right now, consider this year clearing the deck, get rid of what you don't need, let it go, let it dissipate, so that you can sit back and put your tootsies up and enjoy what's coming next year. Because you'll get a chance to see it all this coming month.
Good.
Makes it nice.
Good. Yeah, I'd like the preview. It better be a good one.
Oh, God, yes. God, yes.
Well, I wanted to ask everybody, if you have not already gone to our TikTok page, please do so. Give us a follow there. Follow us on Facebook, and we are everywhere on social media. Instagram account, although I don't do much with it. But if you go there, I'm going to post more. So please become a member of our tribe.
Yes.
So you can keep in touch with all the great stuff that we're doing. And, I have to share this quick story, and then we got to get to our fabulous guest tonight. But I was telling you off the air, I had a dream about 2 enormous elephants last night.
Right.
And a friend of mine, and they were her pets. And she was going on a short vacation. She wanted me to help take care of them while she was gone, along with some other people. And I had to share this with her. And I recommend, if you have a dream and a friend of yours is in it, you got to let them know. So this is what happened. I sent her a text. I said, I had this dream that I woke up with this morning, and you were in it. I told her all of what happened in the dream. She writes back to me, oh, my God. Last night, I dreamt of 2 enormous elephants.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
She said nothing really, scary or amazing happened. So I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. But here you are telling me I was in your dream with the 2 elephants. So she said, well, what do we do now? Right? Well, I gave her a basic interpretation of what elephants can mean.
Mm-hmm.
What we really need to do is we need to share what happens within our own lives for the next few days. Let's see what we can match up, because there's a reason that it came to both of us like that.
I would certainly assume so.
I want to urge everybody, please, if you dream about a friend, or a relative, call them up. Maybe they had the same kind of dream. So it's a great way to connect.
Very interesting to follow up on now.
Yes. Well, I'm going to have to report back
Yes, you will.
what I find.
You know how nosy I am. I want to know.
So, of course, I will be.
And I have a table in my living room, which is the base of the table is a elephant that stands about 3 feet high
Oh, my.
with a tabletop on it. So I thought the elephants do get around, don't they?
They do. And they're symbols of great power, of good fortune. So it's wonderful. It's a wonderful symbol. I mean, these were friendly elephants, obviously. If you have a dream about an aggressive elephant, it takes on a different meaning.
Oh, you definitely.
These were friendly elephants, but they were so big. And that's what she told me in her dream was the one unusual thing she remembered. They were that big. They were huge. So I'll let everybody know what happens. We'll figure it out.
You have to follow through with this one.
Yeah, it's quite an adventure.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes, I want to know.
Me too.
Yes. So we have a super guest tonight.
Yes, we do.
Susan Browne is with us, and she is so great. She's staying up late. She's in Ireland. It's like after 1 a.m. there, but she's kind enough to come join us tonight. I'm going to tell you a little bit about her and then bring her right on the show. So Susan is a spiritual and well-being coach with over a decade of experience helping others connect with angels and raise their vibration. A teacher of the Diana Cooper School of White Light and qualified Guild of Energists trainer. She has developed her own intuitive style of tapping into the guidance of angels. She's the author of Angel EFT, and she's going to lead us through a tapping session with angels tonight. So everybody, fasten your seatbelts. This is going to be very exciting. Now, Susan also has a passion for nature and lives in County Kerry, Ireland. How beautiful. She's also the author of a new book, Ask Your Angel Guides How to Work with Celestial Energies to Create Abundance and Well-Being. Susan, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for that lovely introduction. So happy to be here.
That's super to have you here. We're honored, and we're so grateful to you for being here tonight to talk about one of our favorite topics, angels.
Great.
Now, first tell us, how did you get into this? How did you open the door to this wonderful topic?
Well, I had a very spiritual mom. So when I was small, I was introduced to angels, but then I forgot about them for many years. And I remembered them then. I think of it as a remembering, like a spiritual awakening in around 2007, where all this crazy stuff started happening. I suppose it was like a Kundalini rising experience. And I was just minding my own business, going along in life. And it was like the angels were really wanting to connect with me. And I was getting messages, and it was like claircognizance mostly. So thoughts in my mind. And then I was seeing images of angels as well. And they were guiding me to take certain steps in my life. And they told me to brush up on the chakras. So they wanted me to educate myself again about the chakra system and understand the energy bodies and meditate regularly. And I was getting this very clear guidance. And that's when it kind of really exploded in my life, I suppose, if you like. And I joined the Diana Cooper School a couple of years later and became a teacher of workshops, which when I first got into angels, I could never imagine doing, standing up and talking about angels in front of people. I never imagined that happening. But then I realized that helping other people connect with angels is just so exciting and rewarding.
Well, it's just wonderful that you're so deeply involved. And I was complimenting you off stage, and I'm going to compliment you in front of the world. You are the only person who ever thought to use EFT with angels, and that's emotional freedom technology, or technique, I should say. That is just so smart.
Oh, thank you.
How did you come to that idea? That's a great one.
Well, I was already into the angels big time when I discovered tapping. And my amazing friend, Helen Ryle, took me to Cork to see Brad Yates. He's from Sacramento. You know Brad Yates, he's a big EFT guy. And he's such a heart-centered, amazing being. And I I watched his presentation and I said, this is really going to change my life even more. And straight away I was thinking, these two things should go together, angels and EFT. Mm-hmm. And I remember posting my first YouTube video. It's really old one now, but just straight away I wanted to get stuck in and doing videos and sharing this with people, because the EFT is already really powerful, and then when you invite the angels in, there's the whole new dimension coming in. So yeah, so thank you.
Great. Now you should probably tell, since I know what it is and PK does too, but some of our audience members may want to know a little bit more about EFT. So if you could tell them a little more about what it's used for and how it works, that would be very helpful.
Absolutely. So EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques, as you said. And it's from the Eastern philosophy that we have an energy body, so that we have all these energy meridians. And what we're doing in EFT is we're just really gently tapping on energy meridian endpoints. So a lot of them are around the face, and then there's different parts of the body as well. And it's just, even if any of the listeners want to give it a little go, they can, if you're not driving, obviously, or operating machinery. And it's really, really gentle. And it's just super, super relaxing. So before I even knew about EFT, I used to do this when I was tired sometimes. I used to just naturally tap. So our body knows what's good for us. So we tend to do things that are good for us anyway. But so that's EFT. And it can help such a huge range of problems. And it can also help you to manifest things. I do this thing that I call the manifestation tapping. And I will go around the tapping points talking about something that I want to manifest as if it's already come into being. And one story I have is about a holiday I wanted to manifest. I wanted to go to a beautiful villa in Portugal, and I had no idea how I was going to raise the money to go there. But this was my vision. I wanted to be with my family in this villa where we could just relax and not worry about annoying other families, because my kids are pretty loud at that point. And so I would go around the tapping points and just say, I'm sitting by the pool, I'm just having my coffee, I'm so happy, the sun is just coming up. And I would get so excited. In the end, I said, I don't even need to go on holiday because I'm having such a good time here. But of course, I was lining up my vibration, and of course the money came in and we got to go on that holiday. So you can use it for any number of things. It's really exciting. And obviously for anxiety or stresses, or to heal old wounds as well, and to overcome traumas. And it's endless. EFT is just so
You can use it for pain also, right?
Yeah. It's very exciting that you can also use it for pain. And it helps people to understand their pain. Like you come into the energy body side of your pain. So if I'm working with a client and we're looking at pain, we look at this technique called chasing the pain, where you'll ask them like where in the body is the pain, physically, but what does it look like? If it had a shape, texture, or color, what would it be? And we work with it that way, and it has this amazing effect of reducing pain. So it's very cool.
That's excellent. Yep. So your new book is talking about how to work with angels to basically do everything and anything. Mm-hmm. How do we get their attention? Sometimes I feel like they're not paying attention to me.
Excuse me. Yeah.
I can't ignore you, Patricia.
See, I thought they were.
Yeah, that was a good question. So the idea with Ask Your Angel Guides was about asking powerful questions. So when I trained as a life coach, I started to understand how powerful questions are in general. So if we have a problem, we can look at turning it into a question. So instead of, oh, this is so bad, this is so stressful, oh my God, going around in circles, how can I help myself with this? Immediately, if we ask ourselves that about something specific, we start to think of solutions. So we start to engage our wise mind, if you like. But then again, if you bring in the angels into the conversation, you're bringing in that divine help. And the angels really want to help us, but they can't just jump in and say, or Patricia, I don't think, I need to help you with that. We have to ask them, don't we? So because of the law of free will, they can't just pop in. So if you address your question to the angels, you're kind of getting two for the price of one, because your own mind starts to instantly think of solutions instead of, the victim mode that we can get in if we're in despair or really panicking about something. But we're also inviting the angels to come in as well.
See, now we've heard this before, that you have to ask, right? You got to ask. We've heard this a million times before. You got to ask them, and then they can come forward and help you, answer you. But is there like a special way to ask? Is there, because I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, there's lots of different ways to ask. You can literally just ask them in your mind. You can ask them out loud. You can write your question down. You can write to your guardian angel, or you can write to an archangel, and then just leave the answer under your pillow or in your special meditation space. Or you could have a go at channeling an answer. But also, some people like to light a candle and, get all, with their crystals and everything, and make a lovely sacred space, and to ask for help then, or ask your question then. But there's no limits to all the different ways you can ask questions. I would say that when we're in a higher frequency, it's much easier for us to receive the answer. But that's not that the angels think, look, they're in a low frequency, I'm not going to help them out. It's just that we might be able to perceive their answers so well as when we raise our frequency up. So
do you, when you work with people with this, can you give us some stories of how these angels have come into people's lives and either help them create a miracle or something radically changed for the better? We need inspiration here, Susan.
Yeah. So there was one client, and she wanted to improve her relationship. She wasn't very happy in her marriage, and she started to ask questions of the angels. How can I help improve my relationship? Because she'd been in this kind of negative spin, like, I'm so unhappy, my husband is blah blah blah, but I can't see myself leaving him, or I don't know how to cope. So when she put the question to the angel, she started to download ideas, and it was just simple things like using kinder words herself, so not being so quick to criticize. I mean, she was very critical of herself as well, but she had got into a pattern of being really critical. So she changed her dialogue, and then he started to change as well, and their whole relationship started to change. So it's things like that. It's sometimes it's simple changes that we can
be subtle, like they're just whispering in her ear, like
exactly.
This or do that a little bit, be a little softer.
Yeah,
pet the puppy. That's what PK says.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's very easy for us to download the answer when we just put the question forward instead of the, oh my God, I'm so sick of my relationship. Yeah. It's harder for them to help us in that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because that's not really asking for help. It's kind of complaining. So you really have to phrase it as a question and say, I want your help with this issue.
True. Exactly. That's what my new book is about. It's about how to phrase it as a question. And I've also included lots of examples of my channeling the angels. So I've asked very kind of common questions to the angels when I was writing the book, and shared with the readers my channeled answers. Just to give people a general idea, but I'm really encouraging the reader to do it for themselves and get themselves a nice notebook and start to do this every day, to start to ask questions for all manner of things.
It seems like we are being urged to get more into that type of a relationship with ourselves, that we really are in charge, but we can ask for help when we need it. And it's not that any of these entities are over us anymore, because we have our own sovereignty, we have our own responsibility that we have to take. But having angels as partners, right? Friends. I mean, it's like some people think they can do everything for you. Well, I would love that.
Well, I'm sure the angels would love to help you with everything. For a lot of us, we're busy. We might be in a spiritual way of being, but we also have day-to-day life stuff, and we get the same triggers as everybody else. And this can pull us out of remembering to ask the questions. I think that's the case with most people. We forget about all the friends we have that we can bring on board.
Right.
Now, the angels that you work with, do you work with a specific group or tribe, or is it everybody?
I work with Archangel Metatron and lots of the archangels. I work with lots of the archangels, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael. There was a beautiful workshop with Diana Cooper the other night with Angel Mary, Emerge with Angel Mary. That was really special. So yeah, loads of the archangels, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Jophiel, and Metatron. But I also work with Master Merlin as well, some of the Ascended Masters. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're in Ireland too. What about the fairies? Do they figure into this?
Oh, yeah. So the nature spirits, I'm very, very connected to nature. The last number of years, I've become more and more got into nature and gardening and involved in community projects, planting trees and planting for pollinators. And the spiritual energy through that is really beautiful. You connect with those beings and yeah, definitely the nature angels as well. Actually, I took a really cool photo last night of maybe I can share it with you after, and it's got fairy energy and it's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. So you have a number of angels that you work with. Do you have a specific angel that you feel is like the leader of all the angels that you work with? Like Archangel Michael or somebody?
Yeah, I don't tend to think of it that way, but I guess Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron do feel, they do have that leadership energy sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, it's so fascinating. Now, I asked this of another angel communicator. Do you feel that we're evolving? Do you feel angels evolve also?
Oh, wow, what an interesting question. I guess they do. Yeah, I've never really thought about it. I've always thought that we're the ones that need to evolve.
Yeah. We definitely need to evolve.
Yeah, that's a good question, though. Yeah. I think they do. Yeah, they changes happen for angels as well about their role, especially their role in the cosmic sense. So they would over time. Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of makes sense that we're all moving through time and space in the universe or whatever it is out there or in here. But it seems like there's such a fast pace right now for all of us to change and move. And I was thinking, well, I wonder if the angels do too. Why not? Why not?
Exactly. Yeah.
So tell us, when you work with somebody, because you have individuals that you work with, you have people that come for private sessions. And so they're coming to you for, as you mentioned, relationship disorders or dysfunctions or things like that. So do you do that via Zoom also? So if any of our listeners who aren't in Ireland wanted to work with you, they could?
Absolutely. Yeah, I do Zoom sessions. Yeah.
And do you do anything with groups also that they could join with you on Zoom?
I do. And I have a lovely workshop coming up called Healing the Higher Empath. Higher Healing for the Empath, because I think there's so many light workers or people on the spiritual path that are empaths, and they're really, really feeling the strain at the moment with so much going on. And, lots of people feel like they're carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. And so that's going to be a huge healing. And that's next Monday evening, Irish time. So it'll be earlier in the day in the States. And it's just an hour's class. And
that's easy to
do afterwards. Pardon?
That's easy to do. It's an hour. So
yeah, it's easy to do, and you have the recording forever then afterwards, so you can listen back anytime. And it complements some of the topics in the book, because I talk about empaths in the book, and I talk about some of the struggles and the kind of questions we can use as empaths to support us.
Yeah, empaths have a double-edged sword, don't they? Because they have all of that body-to-body intuition where they know. They walk into a room and they feel what everybody's feeling, but it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, when I started work as a mental health nurse, I'm not nursing anymore, but I'm a psychiatric nurse. And when I started working as a staff nurse at first, it was totally overwhelming because I didn't know about how to manage my energy. And it was like I could feel mental illness just very, very simply, like I knew exactly what it was. And it was like that whole empath thing is where do I end and you begin? That kind of really painful.
Right. That's the challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a really big challenge for empaths. I know that a lot of people that I've met that are empaths, they make great massage therapists.
I can imagine.
Because they just know, it's like, this is where I need to go on the body and this is what I need. And they just know. I mean,
yeah, so true.
Perfect. So let's see. What kind of a tapping should we do with the angels? What do you think our audience would like? They like everything. Money, love, money, love, health, good health.
Okay, well, why don't we just start and see what happens, and I'll just let the angels come through.
Let the angels do their work. Okay.
Yeah. We'll just come in and we'll get what we need. Okay, so
we'll follow your tapping. We'll go along with you.
So we'll start at palms awake is what I call it. So you've got your palms upward facing and they're just resting in your lap. And just take a couple of nice breaths. Might like to close your eyes if you can, if you want to. And just notice the way the body wants to breathe. We're just calling in our angelic team. So your own guardian angel is coming in. Calling in Archangel Michael to protect the space that we're in and to clear our auric field safely and easily, removing any cords, debris that doesn't belong, that we don't need in our auric field. Using his sword of light to clear that now, cleanse it. And just feel your energy getting lighter and brighter. Call in the gold ray and the light of the angels to flow down through the higher chakras, through the stellar gateway, the soul star, the causal, in through the crown and down all the way through the body and the chakra system, down deep into the earth star chakra. Beneath your feet, a beautiful silver ball. It's lighting up and expanding now. You're deeply grounded. So we're going to ask the angels for the perfect energy for us right now. So just trust that you're going to receive the perfect energy. And just tapping just really gently on the top of the head. Thank you, angels, for this beautiful energy. So you can say it as well if you want.
Thank you, angels, for this beautiful energy.
And then just going to the causal point at the back of the head. You don't need to tap, you can just rest your fingertips there. I receive this now with love and gratitude.
I receive this now with love and gratitude.
And then the third eye point. Thank you, angels, for this beautiful energy.
Thank you, angels, for this beautiful energy.
Just take some nice breaths. And on the eyebrow point, I'm open to receiving the perfect energy for me now.
I'm open to receiving the perfect energy for me now.
Side of the eye, exactly what I need.
I will have exactly what I need.
Under the eye for my happiness and growth.
For my happiness and growth.
Under the nose. Thank you, Archangel Metatron.
Thank you, Archangel Metatron,
for placing the Metatron cube in my energy fields now.
We're placing the energy cube in my energy field now.
The Metatron cube, beautiful. And then the collarbones. Thank you, angels, for the perfect energy for me right now.
Thank you, angels, for the perfect energy for me right now.
And then just rest at the heart center for a moment. Just take a nice breath. And just feel the heart opening up, the front and the back of the heart chakra. And you're opening your heart to the perfect energy coming to you now, a beautiful angelic attunement. And under the arm, just tapping under the arm. Thank you, angels, for this perfect energy for me right now.
Thank you, angels, for this perfect energy for me right now.
And then come back into palms awake with your palms upward facing. And just hold in your mind's eye something you would love to attract into your life right now. And just hold the image of it as though it is already so, something you would love. It might be a feeling, it might be a physical thing. And then we're going to place that in a bubble and hand it over to Archangel Sandalphon. So you might just even put your hands up like that, like you're giving it over, and just releasing it to Archangel Sandalphon, who brings it to source for you. So just letting it go with love and faith and trusting that this or better is coming. And just gently bring your awareness back into your physical body. Open your eyes, maybe have a little stretch. So how are you doing after that?
Very calming.
Good.
It was wonderful. Just kept feeling towards the end, chills up and down. Just the energy was so good.
Oh, great. Lovely. I think it's really powerful when we do it together as well. When lots of people tap together, it's incredibly powerful.
It is. It's much more powerful, I think. Because I do tapping on my own, but it's not like this. So, and I like the way you proceeded through the points, because you had a different approach, which I liked, like the back of the head. Talk about that point a little bit.
So the causal point, so connected with the causal chakra, that came in later. So when I started doing Angel EFT first, the tapping points have evolved for me. But of course, I haven't found any tapping points yet that don't work or aren't good. So any tapping you do and you invite in the angels is good. But the causal point is that beautiful chakra, connects to the causal chakra, and the altar major. So it's near to where the altar major is. So it's a deeply spiritual, beautiful powerhouse of a point to connect with. And there's no need to tap on it. You just rest your fingers there.
Mm-hmm. I felt good. Yeah, I felt really good. And it was different from the usual tapping that I do. Yeah. So that was good. Ooh, la la. So, it's so comforting to know what you know about the angels, that they want to help us, that they're here to help us. They're just waiting for us to ask for help. That's very comforting, especially in today's world, which is so crazy sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they really want to help us with all that stuff. And we're being tested at the moment over and over again to stay in our fifth dimensional state. We're being almost tempted to go into third dimension, fourth dimension, into the fear, into the separation consciousness, into judgment, but like our job right now as light workers is to keep bringing ourselves back into that fifth dimensional state and higher. Some people are going higher now than fifth dimension. They're going into real mastery states, but it's an amazing time to incarnate on the planet. I mean, this is big test time. So, if you were to go out in the universe, people say, if you meet other souls and they say, where are you? I'm on Earth. They're like, wow.
You. That's funny. Well, yeah, I mean, it's because to be in that fifth dimensional state, obviously you need a sense of calmness and a different sense of purpose. All of that changes in the fifth dimension. And it's, again, with the angelic energy, it's harmonious, it's balanced, it's non-reactive. And that's very helpful for people today that need to be taught that space. I have to say this. This is so crazy, but I have to bring this up because I think the angels need to help these poor people. You know, here in the United States, President Trump and RFK did an announcement about autism. That there was a big Harvard study done, and it has linked taking Tylenol during pregnancy with autism.
Right.
We now have very high numbers of autistic children. So I noticed on social media, the people who get reactive got reactive. And what was happening is they were posting videos of themselves, pregnant women downing bottles of Tylenol.
Wow.
And it's just like, really? I mean, this is absolutely the craziest thing. And it's like, it's so oppositional. It's so out of harmony. It's so out of balance. I mean, here you have a piece of information of how to keep your baby safe. And to be they'd rather be oppositional towards somebody who was making an announcement that didn't do the study, just made an announcement. And it's that, again, that energy from angels that we really need to help people get to their sanity. I mean, this is insane behavior, and it's very out of balance, and it's very low energy.
What was the what was the videos about women downing pregnant women downing?
They were just, it was like an FU kind of thing to President Trump.
We can take Tylenol if we want.
I'll take it, and I don't care, whatever. I mean,
show you it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, well, it won't bother them. It'll bother the baby, though. And then you see, it's like it's. I think it's insanity. I think it's total mental illness. But what we're talking about is with the angelic energy, it brings in harmony. It brings in healing, and that's an example, I think, of terrible mental illness that needs to be addressed and needs to be healed. So I think the angels could be very helpful in that way.
Definitely, because any kind of sensational stuff or getting into fear base or one-upmanship or reaction is all like the third dimensional behaviors, isn't it? And so we're being tested, and there's so much reactive stuff going around at the moment that gives you choices. You get the choice to get into the drama and into the separation consciousness and the us and them and you versus me and those people out there, or you can come back into oneness and accept that, wow, I really don't agree with what that person is saying, but they're doing the best they can with the skills they have or the tools they have right now, and bless them, they're it's tough times. So we're all just doing the best we can, and we all have our shadow side to deal with. As long as we're in this human body, we have our shadow to deal with. So we're going to experience the lower emotions, and it's okay. If you're on a spiritual path, and sometimes people, why am I feeling this way? And I've done all these spiritual things and I have angels and everything, but we're still in this human body, right? So we still get to experience those things. It's what we do with them is what matters.
That's right, because it's our choice in how we're going to act, no matter if we agree or disagree with anybody, but to actually take a risk in harming another being that hasn't even been born yet that's so far over the line, and it's lower than third dimension. It could be down 2 or 1, maybe a negative. I don't know. That's kind of, again, it was very disturbing when I saw that right before I came to meet with you guys tonight. But again, this angelic energy is so powerful and so gentle at the same time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great description. Powerful and gentle at the same time.
What I always found interesting too, I know we have to ask for help, but there are people who end up in these horrific car crashes, and all of a sudden there's an angel, to pull them out of the burning car.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. People that show up that pray over the people that have been injured and then they disappear. Nobody knows who they were, where they went, that kind of thing. That's a whole other level of angelic intervention, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Like people, like walk-ins, they talk about walk-ins, people that can come in angels that come into a human form, just to do a specific job. I had a near-death experience myself, and while I didn't see an angel, I don't remember seeing an angel or anything like that, but there was definitely some kind of angel intervened, because I fell 40 feet from a building onto the roof of a gas station.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh,
I was 21, and I fell, and I was just so lucky to be alive and not to have any spinal injury or any head injury. No, I completely broke my legs, both my legs and my knees. But that was astonishing given the fall. Such a big fall.
How did you do that?
Well, it was on the roof, as you do. You go on the roof. You live in the city. I was living in London at the time, and I was trying to get back down. It was a beautiful view, by the way.
Oh gosh!
And when I was trying to climb back in the window, I lost my footing, and I just wasn't strong enough to hold myself.
Wow. But now, I would imagine you had a few injuries from that. 40 feet, that's a lot.
Yeah, so I broke both femurs and both patellas, and I did actually go into renal failure briefly in surgery, and they thought I was going to die at that point. But something happened, and I turned around, and when my parents came in to visit me, whenever it was, when I woke up, it was like I was their parent. It was, I know I'd been somewhere, because I was comforting them and I didn't know what was happening at all. And I just felt, I always remember that moment of looking at the scared look on my parents' face. And I thought, oh, that's okay. But I felt like I'd definitely been somewhere. I wish I could remember it. It'd be so cool. Maybe I shouldn't remember it.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a good memory, but you came back. And this is something that I have been told by a doctor. You can actually die from breaking your femurs. You can die from that, just from that.
Wow, yeah.
You had kidney failure and other things going on. So you really pulled out. That's great.
Yeah, that was the shock while I was in surgery. That was the body just going, oh, this is too much. And then obviously I wasn't meant to go, so I came back. But yeah.
Oh, goodness. God bless you. Yeah, people are writing in about their own experiences. I fell off the highest tree in our park, but crashed through the last branch that we swung on and only bent the bone in my arm. So, hey,
wow.
That person just wrote in.
Yeah.
And
I definitely think the angels intervene, if it's not our time to go. So that's the one time that they can intervene if we haven't asked them, is if, in a life or death situation when we're not meant to check out that time.
Susan, do you always feel that we have an angel guide around us?
Definitely. I think we have a guardian angel. I think everybody has a guardian angel. And go on.
Sometimes it's like guiding us to not just the guardian angel, that we've accepted that as children, shall we say. But as adults, we go through different situations when it's almost like someone steps in and helps us go forward. And you feel that is our guardian angel that is stepping in, or is it a situation of circumstance?
Well, that's a good question, yeah, because we have our guardian angel, but of course, if you start to connect with angels, you start to attract many, many angels to your side. And you also might have high-frequency spirit guides working with you as well. So you could have a whole team, that's working with you. I don't always know who's helping me. I'm just like, thanks very much.
It's always a surprise, huh?
Yeah, there's so many, yeah.
Do you ever? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask. Do you ever feel a strong presence of a specific one, not necessarily your guardian angel, but someone that kind of steps in as the orchestrator of fixing things. I'll call it the fixer.
Oh, yeah. Well, Metatron, I work with Archangel Metatron a lot, and then Archangel Michael specifically if there's like an energy cleanup to do.
Okay.
Archangel Zadkiel as well because of the violet flame. But just before I came online, I was talking to my angels, and Metatron came in, and I pulled this card, and it was Metatron.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you ever see them?
Yeah, in my mind's eye, I used to see them a lot more when I started to open up first in 2007, but I think I was asking to see them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I was needing that validation.
Mm-hmm.
And the angels used to work in a really humorous way with me. And they would show me funny things. So if I would say, can I see that person's guardian angel? Sometimes the guardian angel would be doing something very funny. And I asked them, what's this? Why they're doing funny things? And they said, because you need to lighten up.
They're definitely honest, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just laughter, makes us lighten up, literally. So we'll be more open to our angels. So that's a good tip for some people maybe as well who are trying to connect with the angels. If you can bring in humor, it can help you relax, because sometimes there's this worry, I must see my angel. I must, so.
It does help.
For years, I've had a guy, I call him Clarence. He's been my guard along with me for a number of years. I don't know if he's just one of the little guys, or if he has any power, shall we say, above and beyond the average angel. Is that a way of putting it? He's
I love the
my
name.
backside on numerous occasions when I get involved with something, and I'll ask for Clarence for help, and something happens. Even to finding a parking place in a crowded city when everyone said, you'll never get in there. And I'll say, Clarence will get me in. And then somebody backs right out.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
He's been around for years, but I don't know to what degree he is, or is he just Joe Schmook that works down the street from me?
Just pick up anybody.
Do you think he's your guardian angel?
Pardon me?
Do you think he's your guardian angel?
Well, he certainly has something to do with a lot of things that have happened to me over the years. And, I was told a long time ago, I forget who they said my guardian angel was, but when Clarence stepped in, and I just know him as Clarence, and I'm wondering, does he have another name? How does he fit in the pecking order of angels? Is he just, the guy on the corner? Is he top notch, whatever? But he works for me. I guess that's what counts.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
He does a good job for you.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. But I've often wondered, what is does he have another name? How does one find out?
Yeah, well, you could ask him. You could tune in with him again and see, does he have another name? Because sometimes angels change their name over time. I remember when I was trying to get my guardian angel's name at first, I kept getting all these different names, but I'm not sure was that my guardian angel at the time. But eventually, I got the name when I was certain, and I kind of rested on it. But Clarence could also work with archangels. Like he could be your guardian angel or an angel guide with you. But he can also bring in the energy of archangels when you need them as well. So he can bring in that higher, even higher power if you need it for certain things.
Yeah, I've often wondered where he fits in the spectrum of things.
Yeah,
I've not come across one in the book that says Clarence. There's one with Jimmy Stewart in the movie.
That's right.
Angel Clarence in that movie. But I don't think he's much Clarence, but who knows?
Angels can have all sorts of different names, and they often choose a name that for whatever reason, the resonance of that name is a good fit for us as well, whatever reason.
Cold sample.
I like it because I like this so much, this name and everything, and it's almost like a nice casual friendship. He's here somewhere. He's kind of right next to you.
Yeah, it's lovely to call your angel by name. Absolutely.
Yeah. It feels good.
Yeah.
What about when you work with the angels, do you ever notice a certain scent that comes through?
Well, I haven't for a while, but I definitely have in the past. I remember some years ago, I was taking a flight to England, and I was sitting on the Aer Lingus flight, and I just took out an angel book. I was reading an angel book, and then I smelled this beautiful incense, and there was nobody burning incense on that flight. That's for sure. But it was just so strong and beautiful. So yeah, I have, and the smell of roses sometimes as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's really powerful. Now, that's associated with Mother Mary, right?
Yeah, with Mother Mary. It could be Angel Mary as well. It's different to Mother Mary, but the angels in general, could give you that beautiful scent of roses.
Oh, they can. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, you would get a sense as well. Sometimes you would get a very strong sense. Oh, that's Mother Mary, or that's Angel Mary. And trust that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Gosh, what an exciting life you live. Spending so much time talking to these lovely angels. That's great.
Thank you, and you too.
Now, your children, you mentioned they were loud. Are they also into angels?
Not right now, but who knows? They might come around again.
How old are they?
The oldest is coming up to 25.
Oh, my.
The middle one's coming up to 23, and the youngest is 15.
Oh, gosh.
They're all boys.
Oh, boys.
Boy.
That would make sense. You said they were loud, right?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That's great. Wow. So maybe someday they'll come around to your way of being in the world, huh?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe they were. I mean, when they were small, they were, into angels. They were interested in them and, fascinated by them as well. Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
Something you could share with them.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's lovely to teach children about angels and how to bring them in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's put your book back up on the screen so people can see it again.
Beautiful book.
Thank you.
Very, very pretty.
Can you put that? Thank you. Ask Your Angel Guides. It's so gorgeous. I love this book.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. It's coming out in the States on the 14th of October, so it's available to order now. And I have a little competition going. So if anybody has ordered the book as a thank you, if they email me the proof of their order, I'll put them in a drawer to post a signed copy to anywhere in the world and do an angel card pull for them as well.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's such a nice gift. And you're at Angel EFT.com.
That's right.
That's your website. AngelEFT.com. This is great. Oh my gosh. Well, you've got 2 books done already. Do you have a third in mind?
I actually do. I have another Angel EFT tapping book in the pipeline with Inner Tradition.
Good for you. Well. Good for you.
Thank you.
What's this one going to be about?
So it's about the Angel EFT tapping again. Yeah, but
it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's a journey through the chakras. So it's ascension through the 12 fifth dimensional chakras with tapping. So it's really exciting. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. That's coming out next year.
When it comes out, you've got to come back.
You must.
I'd love to come back.
Now, the 2 people in Connecticut who basically got everything started in the United States with tapping. I can't think of their names, but the brother and sister.
Gary Craig. No, the brother and sister. Nick Ortner, isn't it? Jessica.
Yes.
Yeah.
They usually do this big thing every year with tapping, and they bring people like you in. Oh, I got it wrapped. But we'll talk more about it because I'd like to see you work with them.
Oh, cool.
Well, we got to go, everybody. Producer Bill has got to run, so we've got to wrap up.
See how he is? Send him his angel. He needs help.
Okay, let's do that.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, dear.
It's been wonderful.
Thank you so much. It's been so great talking to you both.
Well, same with you. We'll let you go to sleep. Finally. Thank you. And we'll be back next week, everybody, with another great show. Until then, we'll see you on the Blue Highway. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.